What is Cafe Mocha? Cafe Mocha is experts, celebrities.
What's up? This is Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yours truly, Idris Elba.
This is Fantasia.
This is Invo.
This is India Re.
So much more. All from a woman's perspective.
What flavor are you, baby?
This is Cafe Mocha.
I'm Angelique. For years, Egypt has been helping people flip houses on HGTV. Last season, it became a family affair. Egypt and her husband, Mike, now help people find and renovate homes. They're here to talk about their show, Married to Real Estate. This is Cafe Mocha.
It's almost Easter time.
Easter. Woo!
Wait. With the prices of eggs, I'm surprised y'all gonna be able to have an Easter.
It's going to be plastic eggs this year. Plastic eggs. Ain't going to be no buying a $6 carton of eggs.
Is it church on Easter?
You know, I like real eggs because plastic eggs, you can't color them. So I'm gonna save my coins and at least buy a dozen, at least, you know, because that's a tradition. Easter.
Yeah, my mom, she for the grandkids, she colors the eggs. I don't know if she's going to color the eggs with the price of it right now. However, we always do an Easter egg hunt every year. All the kids come over. Mama Mia lay all the eggs out, put a little money and some candy in, and have the kids run around while the grown folks in there playing some oldies but goodies.
And drinking.
Hello.
Drinking Jesus juice. You know what I mean? Did y'all give up anything for Lent for Easter?
I didn't.
Normally I do, and I didn't because I'm so undisciplined right now. But normally my go-to is no fast food, no drive-through food.
Oh, well.
I know that ain't much.
Right.
That's good, though.
But it's hard. It's hard.
Oh. You know, well,
she said it's hard. What's the hard part?
The hard part is that you have to plan your meals and you have to have food around, because if you don't, when you pass that McDonald's, you are driving in, period. You know?
Yeah.
And every time I do it, I wind up losing some weight.
Well, speaking of health, you can catch me in the April edition of Women's Health, where I give my morning routine. So I want to thank Women's Health for having me. It was a great article, a nice page where I talk about, because, you know, I'm on this health journey, and everybody knows I bought a treadmill, a Peloton. And so that's the first thing that I do. Then I juice. I have ginger, and I juice fresh ginger, fresh turmeric. I try to have a little bit of tea, and then I do my meditation, which I'm doing it through this thing called the Calm app. And that's how I've been starting my mornings. And it really has helped me, you know, as far as center and help me to start my day. So I would tell anybody, you know, find a morning routine that, you know, that's not crazy. That's something that you can get used to before you start your day, and, you know, help get your health back, you know, because like a lot of times too, you know, like if you're on medications, you know, you should take your medications in the morning. So, you know, that could be part of your morning routine. Make sure that you drink some water in the morning. Do something healthy for yourself. So, especially in the mornings, because it's just imperative. We're seeing a lot of celebrity passings and stuff. And it's all about our health. And so sometimes little changes can help you improve your health and improve your life. So, you know.
Wellness is important.
Very much so.
Last time you brought up the Calm app, which I don't remember when that was, I downloaded it, and, you know, it asks you, right, you know, I'm ready to say something ridiculous. And, you know, it asks you what time you get up, and, you know, what are you grateful for today? And what good happened for you today? I didn't get along with that very well. I'll just say
because that's the reason why it asks you that is so that you can be put into a positive. Like a lot of times if I get like down, like I'm in transition right now, I'm trying to sell a lot of projects, and I'm doing pitch meetings, and, you know, and so a lot of times if you get to a point where you're feeling sad or you're getting depressed, if you start changing your mindset to think about what is it that you do have, what is it that someone has said yes to. That's why they ask you those questions, to change your frame of mind.
It felt so much like my mom, you know. You have so much to be thankful for. What?
You really do.
Such.
You
Every
really
night
do.
at 7:00, let's take a moment to breathe, and the music would come on and try to relax. And damn it.
It really, it's like, even if you do it for 5 minutes, people, 5 minutes of breathing exercise, happy thoughts. I know you got kids, I know you got husbands, you got, crazy people, but go in a corner and breathe for 5 minutes. It really will change your life. It really will make you more focused. That's what we're supposed to say this. We're on air. We are supposed to give helpfulness and wellness. And so it's very, very important. Also want to give a shout out to Jan Sands, because I did the Ultimate Women's Expo. I was in Jacksonville, Florida. Just go to these women's expos. They're called the Ultimate Women Expos. If you just look that up, there's somewhere in some city. Like if you are a business owner and you need some encouragement, they have all types of events, and they have vendors, and they have speakers, and it really is a great way to kind of recharge if you're not feeling so great, or if you need some encouragement for your business. That's a good place to do it, because we all got to help each other. So definitely, that's my monthly encouragement, upliftment to the listeners. I don't care about Yo-Yo and Angelique, because every time I come with something, they got to come back, So the negativity, we're just chopping that out. Karate chopping it.
Download the Calm app. I had it for a year, Lonnie. I had it. I had it.
Okay. Well, that's it.
I'm grateful to have had it. On the way, we're talking to the house flipping queen, Egypt, and her husband, Mike, about their show, Married to Real Estate.
It's Cafe Mocha, Lonnie Love, Angelique, and Yo-Yo. On the line for years, Egypt was the queen of flipping houses for HGTV. Well, the queen just added her king and the whole family to her show. It's called Married to Real Estate, and it's in its second season. Joining us is Egypt and her king, Mike Jackson. Hey, y'all.
Hey,
what's going on now?
All right.
So happy for you guys. Now, Egypt, the last time you were on Cafe Mocha, you talked about this and how this idea came. So just remind us of how this all manifested.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it was during the pandemic. Everybody was locked inside. We were homeschooling from the kitchen counter and running our businesses from the kitchen counter, just like so many others. And Mike said, man, this is crazy. This is a show. And he just started filming how we do our life, all the craziness of our life, but also the design aspect and the real estate. And we sent it in to HGTV. They said, you know what, this is a funny show. You guys are really great together. And we partnered up with 51 Minds. You guys might remember them. They did T.I. and Tiny's Family Hustle for so many years. So we partnered up, and Mike and I executive produced the show with them, and it's been great. I mean, we just got renewed for season 3. So
wow,
yeah, man, it's crazy too, because it's like they just show up to our life. For years I would go out and we're hosting. I looked at it like hosting, but now we really just live our life, and they show up to our life with our kids, and it's great to be able to do what I love with the people I love.
But Egypt, I hear you saying that, but now the whole family's involved with the show. You can't get away from them. It's not like before you would leave the house and you go do flipping virgins and you be here, there, and the other, and you get a little break. Now it's like 24/7. What's that like?
It is. Well, the hardest part is making sure my kids' hair stays done on TV.
Okay. You on that.
I can't have the kids on TV with their hair looking crazy. You can't have little black kids on TV with their hair looking crazy. So, my fingers got carpal tunnel syndrome doing some cornrows, y'all. But it's all good. It's wonderful, actually. And Mike and I promised each other that if ever it felt like, our kids were suffering or our relationship was suffering from this entire crazy roller coaster we're on, that we would just stop, because we had the business, and what matters most at the end of the day is that our family is still good. But so far, so good, and everybody's loving it. So,
well, let's hear that.
including the
Let's
people
hear
who
from
aren't.
Mike. We hear from you, but is it so far so good, Mike?
Listen, I was like, listen, I guess I'm just a spectator today. You know. Well, is it you? So you said, is it so far? Is it so good? Let me see what time it is and what day it is, because sometimes it'd be changing up on us.
No, we live in the same house. You sure you want to say all that?
Oh my goodness!
Bye.
Look, I'm gonna lock this door that I'm in right now. But no, it is amazing. It truly is, to see something come to life or come to pass that you had an idea of, and now it's fully blown and inspiring and, enlightening and making other folks worldwide say, listen, you guys remind me of us, or you look like us, or you feel like us. And we appreciate the transparency that you come across in my living room, for the kids, not just our kids. I'm talking about other kids, because we get so many DMs and messages from people saying, I'm sitting here with my daughter or my kid, and they say, they look like me. I could do that. So that is what keeps us going.
Here's what's crazy, because people actually, see our lives, putting our kids in school, me and Mike fussing on TV, having a couple spat. When we're out and about in the supermarket, or I'm in Costco, then I don't get people saying, oh, hey, that's Egypt and Mike from TV. It's like, girl, come here. Let me tell you what you need to tell him next time. Or, you don't know how to potty train. You don't know how to potty train your baby. Let me tell you how to potty train the baby. They just automatically jump into our life like that. And it took a little getting used to, but we do appreciate the love we get. We get kind of that auntie love in the supermarket.
I love it. Now, for people that haven't seen the show, Egypt, tell us what can we expect?
Well, it's our business of real estate. So you get some of that. You get amazing design. Hopefully you love what you see, and we try to switch it up every time. You get the nonstop roller coaster of construction, and there's always some just non-orchestrated organic drama that comes with building or renovating a house. But you also get family. You get fun. You get my corny jokes. Hopefully you get my corny jokes. And
I get your corny jokes, Egypt.
But Egypt, this is the thing. There are a lot of reality shows. What makes this different? Because this is a loving family show. And then there are a lot of reality shows, because we've been talking about it throughout this month, that aren't, that they're toxic. And it's not supposed to be that way. What makes your show different?
Do you even consider it a reality show? Let me ask that in addition.
Well, I guess what we should ask is if we're really considering the shows being passed off as reality shows as reality, because most of the folk I know are like us. This is real life right here. Family just trying to make it. We're building a business. We're trying to build legacy. We're having fun while doing it. I'm trying to keep my waistline while doing it. This right here, this is real life as far as we know it. So it is reality, but I guess I'm just going to go here and say it, Mike. We were asked at one point to be a part of a very popular Atlanta reality show. And we even entertained the conversations of it. But what I noticed is all of the men were being emasculated, or the marriages or relationships that were once healthy ruined, and the women were always fighting. And, I just don't want no parts of that. We decided that it wasn't worth it. And a lot of people are trading in their peace of mind for fame. I don't need that. We didn't need that. We don't need the fame. If it comes with what we're doing in a good-hearted way and we're inspiring people through it, then yeah. So that wasn't for us. So we created a platform that was for us. And I think that's how all of us have to look at it, specifically as people of color. If there's not an opportunity reflecting what we want to do and reflecting us in a good light, then sometimes, instead of pulling up a seat to somebody else's table, you got to make your own table. Set your own table and sometimes turn your own table over if it's not working.
It's Cafe Mocha. On the line, Egypt and Mike, Married to Real Estate, Thursdays, 9 p.m. on HGTV. What did you want to say, Mike?
I was going to say, one of the things I say all the time that we live by is be the energy you seek to exist. And God willingly, it will continue to exist. And we had the ability to be us. The network and production told us, be fully, authentically you. Don't try to put on a show, or don't try to be anything that you think you want to be, or you need it to be from us.
That's good.
Yeah.
How do y'all keep the kids grounded?
Yeah.
Protected?
You know, I still, when the cameras go off, I yank them over and say, y'all better not embarrass us.
You know what, EJ? I cannot.
But I mean, seriously, with Harper, we watched the potty training. She is growing up on TV in a way that the older daughter maybe not so much. How do you keep them grounded and feeling normal when people are stopping them and stopping you guys, you know, in the grocery store with, you know, mommy lessons or whatever?
Yeah, well, you know, the kids, I think they've just kind of seen it because, mind you, I was on TV before. And so Kendall, my 11-year-old, she kind of grew up knowing that people recognize mommy.
Right.
Harper hasn't known any different. This is just part of her life. She's used to the cameras now. She just ignores them. Like when she walks down and opens the fridge, somebody's standing there with a camera. She's just like, excuse me. You know, let me get in the pantry. Let me get in the fridge. That's a part naturally of her life. I don't think she knows any different right now. But again, and I swear this to you, Mike, baby, I'm telling the truth. What did we say? If ever it affects them negatively, we're done. Period. But people have been very kind and respectful of our family. They don't run up to us and try to touch our kids. You know, I'll tell you this. I love y'all, but if you touch my kids, we got a problem. But I love y'all for loving us. I do.
Mike, what do you do to protect your relationship with your wife?
Now, is that a question regarding the show or just in general?
Both. I'm being nosy. The show, Mike, though. But for the show, seriously.
Well, here's what goes through my mind daily, right? Because we're a family unit, because we're a household name, because we're a brand, I reflect her and she reflects me. Mm-hmm. So I lead by character. I become the energy I seek to exist, right? So I make sure that what I'm doing just in my own time doesn't affect her, right? Negatively.
What does that mean? No. What does that mean, babe?
What does that mean? That means we're one unit. We're a brand. So if I'm out in the streets, I'm not doing something crazy outside of my character.
Let it know. Let her know.
Gotcha.
An audience.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I just want you to spell that out. That's all. You so cute.
That's king. That's king walking. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. And not only, and here's it's funny that you say safe. That's actually one of her love languages to an extent, right? To feel safe, to feel guarded. So I make sure I'm constantly improving in that area, constantly working on that area, constantly paying attention to that area so that she does feel safe in front of the camera or behind the camera, with me there or without me there. You know, it's a continuous, intentional effort and practice daily.
Yeah, we're still perfecting this, y'all. 18 years and we're still perfecting it.
But that's the beautiful thing. And it's just like, you guys, congratulations, because you signed up for a third season. What can we expect in that third season? What is it that is going to be happening?
Well, we have our meeting tomorrow. Tell them, we got our meeting with the production company tomorrow. But obviously, you're going to watch our business grow. This whole journey has been merging my real estate and design firm with Mike's construction. So you're finally going to see, where we are, what our digs look like. But we wanted to show folks more of our own projects. And so we're working on building a subdivision. And hopefully in season 3, you're going to be able to see that, because that's what we're going to tell them we want in the meeting tomorrow.
You tell them. Egypt, I just love you, Egypt. You've always been just this glowing example of a true queen, and how to handle a business that can be very rough, especially on Black people and Black couples. And I'm just so thrilled that your show is doing so well. And thank you so much for coming in to Cafe Mocha.
Thank you so much. Oh, y'all, I appreciate the love and the continuous love over the years. We really do need it. We got to support each other, because if we say we want to see more shows like this on TV that don't show us in a bad light, then we got to watch.
We got to watch. We got to watch.
Y'all are walking the walk and talking the talk, and I appreciate it.
Definitely.
Thank you.
The show is called The show is called Married to Real Estate, Thursdays, 9 p.m. on HGTV. Egypt and Mike have been our guests. Thanks so much, guys.
Love y'all.
We
Bye-bye.
appreciate you so much.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Okay, y'all.
Sisters in Solidarity, a celebration of girl groups for Black Music Month, hosted by the award-winning Funky Divas In Vogue.
It's Cindy Herron from In Vogue with this Black Music Month Spotlight. From the Bay, they were ahead of their time. Style and musical trendsetters for every girl group that followed. With 3 Grammy Awards and 2 American Music Awards, they're one of the first girl groups to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
We're really hard workers, and we go out there and we take our job very seriously.
With hits like Automatic, Jump, He's So Shy, and I'm So Excited, we celebrate the Pointer Sisters, our sisters in solidarity.
Girl groups who shape the fabric of contemporary music and soundtracks of our lives. Be sure to join the hashtag Ladies in Solidarity Music Challenge on Instagram. To experience more, visit cafemocharadio.com. Brought to you by...
It's time to embrace you, your melanin-rich skin, and its unique beauty needs.
When you get over the age of 50, you definitely have to start using things on your skin.
I Know is made specifically to address maturing skin conditions. All of the I Know products provide highly effective natural ingredients dedicated to delivering proven results.
The best advice my mother gave me, take care of your skin now so to take care of you later.
I Know, your beauty solution for maturing skin.
It's Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha. Lonnie Love, Yo-Yo, and Angelique. And on the line, one of the guest stars and one of my favorite shows right now, P-Valley. It's none other than Monroe Elise. Hello. How are you, my dear?
Hey. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. God is still in the blessing business, so I'm doing good.
That's right. All day long. Now, you know what? For people that, are just hearing about Monroe Elise, tell us who you are and what you're about.
Absolutely. So again, my name is Monroe Elise. I am a actor. I'm an overall entertainer. I am a trans activist, an LGBT advocate, a spiritual advisor, a connecting conversationalist. Mm-hmm. I am a daughter, a sister, an aunt, a friend, and just an overall human being.
I love that. Now, you grew up in Washington, D.C., is that right?
Yeah, born and raised. And the playground is where I spend most of my days.
Hey. I love it. I love DC is the place to be raised if you're is that where you got, your activism roots and finding yourself is because of DC?
Absolutely. Yes. It's literally the place where it birthed that passion to help people and really advocate for myself.
Mm-hmm. Because it's really right now. First of all, let's talk about P-Valley. And for people that don't know about P-Valley, explain what type of show it is.
So I'm a huge fan of P-Valley. First, let me just say that I was a huge fan before I joined the cast. P-Valley is a show that if Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover were a show, this would be it. It's based upon a non-binary person who runs a strip club and is the person that helps the dancers navigate life on its own terms. She is the one that really keeps the people together. She's the one that really saves people in the interim, while also navigating her own personal journeys. To me, it's an insight to the dancers community and what they really go through on the inside and just kind of humanizing them. Katori Hall has a really great way of humanizing communities through her art. And so it's just an epic show.
It really is an epic show. It's finally getting the recognition that it deserves with the NAACP Image Award wins and things like that. Yes. How did you get into getting cast in P-Valley?
Oh, okay. So, as I said, I'm like a huge fan of the show first. And so from the first episode, I was hooked. So I had started doing comedic episode reviews on my social media platforms every week. And I just continued to tune in. I had already started kind of honing in on my career via social media. And as I was tagging and I continued to, post, I saw that Katori had started following me. And when she had won her award, I congratulated her and I told her, I said, hey, I'm just starting my acting career. If there's anything that, I can audition for, please let me know. And she said, okay, I'll let you know. And a couple of months later, she hit me up and asked me for my agent's information. And I auditioned, and the rest was history.
Oh my! Seriously, yo, you hear that?
I do.
Yeah.
When we say the power of social media, and you know what I mean, that is just a story that should just keep being echoed and told throughout, because that's just awesome. And I love Katori. I really, really do.
Were you a dancer before?
No. So I don't. So I haven't danced, but listen, I'm willing. I said I was going to start taking pole dancing classes just in case, No, but I was pursuing the entertainment industry and acting before. So I was already in acting classes. I had been in a couple of local things and, web series and things like that. And so, no, I just started aligning myself and, I believe in the power of manifestation. I started walking as if it was so and just preparing myself for the opportunity.
This is Cafe Mocha on the line. Monroe Elise, star of P-Valley, is streaming right now on Stars season 1 and 2. This is a hit series, and you said you manifested your role. Right. Talk about how you manifested it.
So for me, it's really simple because I'm a complicated human being, so I have to simplify things. Yeah, I gotta simplify things, and so. For me, it's just me and my higher power, and I just ask, I believe, and then I receive it. I ask as if if I ask for what I want, I operate and maneuver as if it's already going to be so, and I believe it, and then it just manifests itself in how and when it comes. But yeah, I said to everyone that I would be in the second season. I started preparing myself. The preparation met the opportunity, and then here we are.
That is wonderful.
And here we are.
Now, you also have social media inspirational videos called hashtag Monroe's Moments. Talk about that.
Yes. So, as I talk about me being this complicated individual, I started this in the pandemic trying to figure out what will I do? Like, not being as a social butterfly, like an extroverted introvert. I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I needed something to kind of get me through the week. And so I created these hashtags like Miraculous Monday and Transformation Tuesday and whatever Wednesday to kind of remind myself to take it day by day and one day at a time and to remember that, the process isn't pretty, but it's necessary. And remember the miracle of Monday or the transformation of Tuesday from last Tuesday and do whatever I want on Wednesdays and kind of think about the things on Thursday that got me through the week and realize that on Friday, it's a fantastic Friday because listen, it just happened. I made it. I'm here. Even in the pandemic, I made it, and just from being grateful for the small things. And so I thought that if those things were helping me, then these same videos would be able to inspire or motivate and encourage others to kind of check on themselves and do some type of internal work.
Here's your dose of espresso. Strong, hot news now.
It's the Espresso. I'm Angelique. Everybody's talking about the new horror series Swarm on Amazon Prime Video. It stars Dominique Fishback.
You might love or hate the show, but people are talking about it. You're going to have an opinion about the characters. And this is my first time leading a project, but not only leading a project, producing. You don't follow any other characters. It's one storyline.
Right.
So that means I'm in almost every frame of every single episode.
And Tiana Taylor says she's getting her Denzel on in her latest flick, 1001. We've never seen her in a lead role like this before.
She's a young woman who's just come out of Rikers and quickly reunites with her son who's in the foster care system. Because she's afraid that she might lose him again, she decides to just impulsively take him and rebuild their life together.
And coming soon to Cafe Mocha, comedian Ms. Pat says her show almost didn't happen.
The industry just wasn't ready. They were trying to make me a nurse. I can't even pronounce big words. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. They're gonna know I'm lying.
Check out Ms. Pat's show on BET. That's the Espresso.
Talking about activism and putting that energy forward. Let's talk about trans activism. What made you get into that?
So for me, and this is very personal for me as a black woman of the trans experience. Before I started my transition and I started really trying to figure out and identify, who I was, I didn't have that core group of individuals. I didn't have a support. I didn't have a team of people that I could, tap into. And so when I started doing the research on my own and started forcing myself to be a part of these places and spaces that I didn't even know existed, I said, well, there's someone that can identify with my story. There's someone who didn't even know that these resources and things were there. And as the world changed and as the violence and murder against Black trans women had rise, or my trans and non-binary siblings had rise, I decided to start really investing in my community and to the people and paying homage to the people whom shoulders I stand on, like Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera, and knowing that there will be some girls and some trans siblings of mine that stand on my shoulders one day, and I want them to have the resources and access to the things that I may not ever see in my life, but I can start the conversation.
Definitely. This is the thing. In the Black community, we don't talk about, we try to skirt over LGBTQ issues. The Black community tends to be very conservative. We know that it's there, but we're afraid to look at it. And that's why I'm a strong advocate for my LGBTQ plus community. And when it comes to, like, right now, there are a lot of laws that are being passed in this country that is anti-LGBTQ plus. And what Black people, and I tell these people this, Monroe, is that if they're passing this on them, they're going to go down the line for all other marginalized people, and so that's why we all have to stick together. We all have to fight together. But what would you tell just a person who wants to be an ally, Monroe? What would you tell them that they could do to help, especially in trans activism?
Absolutely. And thank you for asking that question. So I think for me, the biggest thing and the most simple way that I can put it is to not just be an ally to the community, but also be anti-homophobic, be anti-transphobic, be anti all of those things. Because at the end of the day, like you said, we are all human. We're all human. And especially in our Black community, we have to remember that we're Black first. I identify as a Black woman of the trans experience. If you see me from afar, you can see my color before you can notice or see that I'm trans. And so you have to remember that this is our fight. Someone once said that if it affects one of us, it affects all of us. It's just a matter of time, like you said.
It's Cafe Mocha on the line, Monroe Elise from the hit show P-Valley, also a trans activist and model growing up in Washington, D.C. Just a wonderful conversation. Besides P-Valley, besides the inspirational video that you're providing online, where else can we find you and see you, and what are your hopes and dreams?
So I'm manifesting right now as we speak that, I'll definitely see you all on the red carpet soon and very soon at next year's NAACP Awards. There is some new projects that are coming up soon that I can't necessarily talk about, but, movies, TV shows, I'm definitely dibbling and dabbling, and music as well. There's just a lot of things that are coming down the pipe, but yeah.
Wait, music? What kind of music?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind?
I sing, yo, Miss Yo-Yo, I sing.
Listen, of course, I love music. They hate when I do it. Can you sing something?
Oh my God, don't.
Absolutely. No, don't. You don't want me to? Yes.
Of course
absolutely.
we do.
Always does this, Monroe.
Sure.
Okay, if you want to do it, go ahead.
Of course. Baby, since the day you came into my life, you made me realize that we were born to fly. You showed me every day new possibilities. You proved my fantasy of what love could really be. And we'll go to a place only lovers go, to a spot that we never know. To the top of the clouds we're floating away. And, ooh, this feels so crazy. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
We were not expecting that, right, Lonnie?
No. You say you could sing. You didn't say you could sing. You sang. You sang. Thank you so much, Monroe. Continued success. You can see Monroe on P-Valley, streaming right now on Stars. Thank you for stepping into Cafe Mocha.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much. All right. You have a wonderful evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Coming up next week, we got comedian Ms. Pat. She keeps it raw and real and explains why that show on BET almost didn't happen. Make sure you tune in, and until next time, you can find us on all platforms at Cafe Mocha Radio.
Cafe Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in partnership with Compass Media. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge. For comments, booking, or more information, visit cafemocharadio.com.
Okay, y'all. Sisters in Solidarity, a celebration of girl groups for Black Music Month, hosted by the award-winning Funky Divas In Vogue.
Hey, it's Terry Ellis from In Vogue with this Black Music Month Spotlight. They are true sisters in the spirit who helped bring gospel music into the mainstream. With 3 Grammy Awards, 16 albums, and millions in sales, they are the highest-selling female gospel group in history.
When you're just faithful over the gift that God has given unto you, He can continue to allow you to move forward.
With hits like Is My Living in Vain, You Brought the Sunshine, and Pure Gold, we celebrate the Clark sisters, our sisters in solidarity.
Girl groups who shape the fabric of contemporary music and soundtracks of our lives. Be sure to join the hashtag Ladies in Solidarity Music Challenge on Instagram. To experience more, visit cafemocharadio.com. Brought to you by...
It's time to embrace you, your melanin-rich skin, and its unique beauty needs.
When you get over the age of 50, you definitely have to start using things on your skin.
I-Know is made specifically to address maturing skin conditions. All of the I-Know products provide highly effective natural ingredients dedicated to delivering proven results.
The best advice my mother gave me, take care of your skin now so to take care of you later.
I-Know, your beauty solution for maturing skin.